This is Mark Gregory with Edward Hall on his All Sports Media Wednesday Sports Talk show. And as you can see, Edward is doing his little thing. It's called that Sharon and Karen stuff, I guess. So he'll look like he stared off into space for about 35 minutes. And I'll have to do the show by myself while he just stared off in space. So hopefully I could do a good enough job for you. But while he's doing this thing and posting this show on other pages, let's run a quick commercial that Ryan Garnet brewed up for us and did a pretty good job about that, thanking our sponsors.
The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team,
This team we can't miss. I believe that's the older version of our commercial, not the updated version on that. I don't know how that got back on there, but of course, if it can happen, it'll happen to us on these live TV shows. But we have a much better commercial put together than that. So Ryan's gonna get a little aggravated. He's gonna say, I did all this work, edit that, made it almost perfect, and you're still playing the wrong one. So Edward,
Mark,
who's bad is that? Is that your bad or my bad?
I'm gonna blame it on you.
But big shout out to the viewers also. Good number so far. And hopefully we get Edward rolling here in a minute. And thank you to the viewers that give us your time. And hopefully we can put together a good show for you tonight. He's got a pretty good, got some guests coming on tonight. So a pretty good guest. I think that's even older one there, but he's got some guests lined up. They were to explain that to us here in a minute. And is that the new one or is that the old one? That's
That's
the
the
new one.
that's the that's the correct one.
That is the correct one, and we'll let Edward read that because I'm a blind man. I cannot read that.
Well, we've got Grayson and Summers, and the both of them from Knox Central. We've got Peyton from Meade County, and we got Caitlin Middleton from Bell County coming on. So we're going to have a action-packed show.
Action packed, and you always line them up here, and we haven't got our first guest on, and already have a comment, and wow, already getting the love. Y'all make shows fun to watch and not boring like the other ones. Great job, guys. Thank you for the love. And yeah, so we do try to make them a little fun. And you know, um, Edward, these student athletes, they know they know their sport. They don't need us guys and gals sitting here answering them, asking them 1,000 questions that they already know about. I mean, it's just if we can help them relax, help them laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. I think we did our job. And that's what these shows are, just for kicks and giggles. And there's nothing serious about it. And the bottom line about life, why be serious when you don't need to be? There's too many times in life that you have to be. So we don't put a lot of seriousness in this. We're good about the laughter. But thank you for the nice comment.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. Let the student at try to have fun with the student athletes because they're under enough pressure throughout the week and on a day-to-day basis. So
Yeah,
if we can
they
give them
don't
a
want
laugh or two, I think we've done our job.
they don't want to come on this show for 15, 20, 25 minutes of their time and us ask them all these questions inside out. I wouldn't even want it. So, maybe there's people out there that disagree with me, but that's the road that we chose to travel. And again, some people might not like it, but then there might be some people that do like it.
Absolutely. Well, you ready to bring on our first set of guests, Mark?
If you're ready, if you're not staring at the walls and all that good stuff.
I'm ready.
Well,
Well, let's go ahead and bring them on. First off, I want to thank you for taking your time to come on and talk with us.
Thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
having us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
So, I got the watchings firsthand yesterday, and I have to say, y'all can light it up at any given time. So I just got to know how you feeling after a big time district win.
I mean, yeah, it was awesome. That basically solidified us going to region right there, and it was a great team win. Coach was hyped up after the game, and great to see me and Titus have a good game.
I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a great win, probably biggest win of the season. We needed to solidify ourselves to go to our region, and like he said, we trust each other too. To be to shoot, we trust our whole team. Anybody can fill it up any given night.
Absolutely. And Mark, I will have to. I'm gonna let you have the floor, but I do want to let you know that I'm pretty sure I was watching these young men hit threes from the half court line the whole game. So I don't even think they stepped close to the 3-point line.
well, they was probably feeling it. Would one of you try like a granny shot during the middle of a game? One of you actually try
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
yeah. The coach would probably say, "Come over here. I got a place over here." Yeah, I could probably see that. But it looks like you're 14-4 at this point. I just absolutely just getting at it. And I know Edward's really high on your team and spoke really good about you all year long. And I've seen bits and pieces, and I like what I see too. So both of you can take turns if you want to. Just tell us a little bit about your season and how it's going so far.
Yeah. At first, Titus wasn't. He was trying to transfer over, and we were kind of struggling at first, but we were still getting to keep team chemistry going. But when Titus joined the team, we really just started lighting it up. We went to Florida, had a good run down there, came back, got a couple wins, and it's great to see a district win like that last night.
Well, yeah, I'm thankful for this group. They ain't treating me different. They kind of accept me into the team. We got a good chemistry, and there's nothing there. We're all just we all love each other, and we play good together.
Tell us a little bit about your coaching staff and how they've helped you bringing on not only as student athletes but as the young men you are today.
Yeah, like Ty said, we're all family, and Coach Madden, Coach Mills, and Coach Chadwell and Coach Maybright are all they all love every one of us, and we're all family. We're going to eat with each other after practice all the time, praying together. And the biggest thing I like is we all laugh together. We're joking around all the time, having a good time.
Yeah, and like he said, they do anything for us. They always have our back, and they used to play back when they was back in the day when they played. I think they were pretty good too. So it's not to have people that experience on our team.
Well, I agree with you 100% about the laughter. We was talking a little bit about that before you come on. I'm a firm believer in laughter is the best medicine. Sometimes it's good to laugh. Personally, I know it in culture not only as students but student athletes, just everyday pressure. So it's good to laugh every now and then and just get back to life itself. But just I know Edward's been really high on you, and it's hard not to be high on you for sure after watching you play. We know what your team goal is. It's everybody's team goal to get the hardware, bring it home, do the parade down, Barble on to Knox Central. But what is it going to take to get that hardware?
Every day in practice, just taking it serious. Game by game. The game prep, just knowing what to do going into the game, and just being a family and having fun together.
Yeah, we can't take anything for granted. We got to work hard. We got a big week coming up. We play some really tough teams, and I think playing those better teams will prepare us for the games ahead of us.
Absolutely, and we've all been dealing with some weather and stuff. Was you able to get your practices in normally, or was there any setbacks in practice with all the bad weather we was having?
Yeah, and there was a struggle for sure, but we try our best to get in the gym at all costs.
Yeah, no, even if some of our kids couldn't get there, our coaches were making attempts to pick us up. Some days, the car I drive couldn't get out of my driveway, so Coach Madden he was there picking me up every day. Full support of trying to get us in the gym.
Well,
yeah, Mark did mention the weather. I have to ask you, did Coach Madden have you outside doing dribble drills in the snow?
Nah,
No.
he did, but we were surprised he didn't have us out there.
was there ever a snowball fight that was started outside after practice?
Nah, well, me and Tyson almost fought one time, but
Edward, I know this is your team, and you spoke really, really highly of them, and it's hard not to be high on them.
Absolutely. So, I got the Ashton's a little bit yesterday about the short shirts that y'all had said family, and during the course of the game I got to see that on how you all was bonding together. So like how does a team come as close together as you all did?
I mean, just in school, we're always together hanging out. Outside of school, we're always hanging out together. And obviously in practice, we're a team, and everywhere we go, we're always together. And that we just kind of make that bond and become a family. That's why I have it on the back of our warm-up shirt.
Yeah, like you said, just all the time we spend together. We're always supporting each other in everything we do. So that's just a big part of it.
So I do got to ask you, are y'all trash talkers on the court, or do you let like your game do the talking? Because see, if it's me and I shoot a three over Mark or I do a layup, I'm gonna flex on him. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna let him know I was there.
Now, you can ask Tyus that question, not me.
I mean, I do a little bit, but I know you got a little excited that last game when you was doing a little finger pointing there.
Yeah, we have a little fun out there sometimes, but most of the time we're humble and all that. So,
I mean, sometimes the heat of the moment gets you, but I gotta ask you, who's the most competitive on the team?
me, no doubt in my mind, it's me. Me.
I may give him that. And we've played together for a little while, and no matter what we do, and he's trying 100% no matter what. Even if we're just joking around, he ain't gonna let up.
So, you talked about some of the games that you went to. So, like playing them teams from out of Georgia, it looks like I believe Alabama, Tennessee, stuff like that. How do you think that helped you all get ready for playing like your district and region style teams?
Yeah, all those teams down there were competitive, and we got to see the talent outside of Kentucky. It was just fun playing those games. First game we got hit in the mouth, and they kind of showed us maybe we're not as good as we thought we were, but came out the next day and showed out. So from that point off, like we've been a better team overall.
But yeah, and I just feel like you never know what to expect out of teams that are out of state. I mean, you never seen them play before, and they can just come in and surprise you, just like that team the first game we played did.
So, but I've got to ask you, how hard is it to just stay focused when you're at a place like that? Because if it's me, being at a place like that, knowing there's more to do than what I have at home, it'd be hard for me to actually just try to stay focused in on, my next game that I have.
Well, as long as the rim's 10 feet and the court's 94 feet, we're good to go.
Yep. Yeah, what he said.
Hey, I mean, that's a perfect answer there. So I do got to ask you, this is one of my favorite questions. In the Knox County area, what's one of your favorite places to go eat at?
It's definitely Two Amigos for sure,
Yeah.
or Long John Silver's.
I don't know about that. I like Wendy's pretty good too.
Yeah, Wendy's is up there for sure.
I haven't heard the Long Johns and Wendy's, but well, how could we have left Long Johns out for this? How can you go wrong with that fish? Even if it's greasy as it can be, it's stopping your arteries up. You still just have to eat a lot of it.
It's some good stuff. Them hush puppies get me going.
Yeah, the hush puppies. You just know it. You just know, like, here goes my arteries, but I don't care. You just keep eating it. And you can't go wrong with Wendy's. The chili, the baked potatoes. The chili's the bomb.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with the Frosties either.
Absolutely. So before I get you,
two good picks.
Yeah.
It's always
they are.
And see, they reached out. They said Long John's and Wendy's.
Absolutely. So I got to ask you, do y'all have like a pregame ritual that you do? To see, like me, before I come cover a game, I'll stop at Taco Bell and get ready to go.
Well, for me on game day, after school I get Wendy's and I go home and take about an hour nap and then go play. So that's kind of my ritual. But what's yours, Ty?
I don't know. I live pretty far away from the high school, so I usually just take like a 2-hour nap in my car. Usually,
Yep. Eat and sleep. That's all this guy does right here. Eat and sleep.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with them power naps, but Mark,
I'm still. I do gotta ask you one thing. If I don't know if you got involved with the whole Snow Angel Challenge stuff. Did anyone of you have to go out there and get?
Yeah, that's funny you say that. Me and my friends aren't that good at basketball. I kind of hustled them a little bit. I said let's do 2v2, and the losers have to do the Snow Angel Challenge. So we played, and of course we beat them, and I got them to do it. So it's pretty funny. But myself, I haven't been in it. No.
I personally, I did do it. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I brought it up, they're giving rain for I think tomorrow into maybe Friday or something. Instead of doing the Snow Angel Challenge, could we do like the mudslide challenge or something like that?
No way. No way. I'm doing that.
I'd be down for it. That sounds pretty funny.
How
I'd be
honestly you
down.
do it, Mark?
Well. We won't tag Grayson to it, but we'll tag Titus to
That's
the
right. There we
mudslide.
go. There we go.
well, if Mark does it, it's going to look like a bowling ball. So I mean,
No, it's not. All right, I'm back.
No, me, I get the momentum going. I'm so big, I just probably wouldn't be able to stop until I hit a car or something like that. Just get the weight. Um, no, I just saw that, Edward's been real high on you and watching tape of you.
My mic's getting, I guess. Sorry.
I've not been able to watch it live, but I'm
No,
very
it's sold.
impressed on the tape that I've seen. And again, it's hard not to like the product that you are putting on the court. And you can tell that you are a close knit, group of guys that you get along really, really well from what I've seen. So I just really want to wish you the best of luck, both of you personally and your team from here on out. I know Edward's got probably a few things he's wanting to show you.
I do. But well, I'm going to ask you one more question and see if Grayson comes back on. If not, I'll show you a few things we put together for you.
Grayson has come back, and he
I'm
ain't
back.
Grayson no
There's a
more.
reason.
I'm back.
He just G now.
That's right. Yeah.
Or Grayson.
But I've got one more question to ask you before I show you a couple things I put together for you. But through your time playing basketball, what would you consider your favorite memory? It can be like playing in the kitchen, at the park with friends, an actual varsity game, anything.
What's you, Ty?
I don't know. I say I've had some since in my 4 or 5 years playing high school basketball. I've had some really, really good like district games. Crowd showing out and like the student section showing out and doing things like that. That's probably my favorite.
For me, probably playing on the region floor last year with my seniors. Yeah, it was pretty fun to play with them, share a couple last moments with them. That's pretty fun.
Absolutely. So, but we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show. And Mark's already trying to bribe you before I even go through my spiel.
I'm just saying peace to him.
Yeah, well, that's his story. But we do put together a couple graphics, and I will get these sent over to you, and they will be posted on all of our social media sites. And just kind of tell me if y'all like the first set or the second set the best. Just let me know which ones you'd like better.
All right. That's pretty cool. I think the first one, Ty.
I like my second one. I
like the first one for me. So.
Well, see,
I'll take one.
At least Peyton knows the good stuff. Yeah. Ty, you just made Mark's head so big that he's going to not be able to fit through the door.
Ah, dang! I didn't realize what was going on.
No. Can I read these comments real quick? Okay, Logan Jeffrey, that boy was on, and the fire emoji, and the cuh. They probably understand what cuh is. That's probably a generational thing. But then right here, Amanda with the love emoji, and then Brandon and Mitchell. That's my boys. Go KC. And right here, gotta give Amanda credit. Boom. Second.
Pick the second one too.
I don't know who that woman is, but she's got it wrong. Who that is?
Amanda,
But
just the only thing she can do, Edward, she can just open that door for you. You've got to walk through there and understand that the second one is the better.
I'm with the first one, man. So sorry, sorry, Mark.
but from what I got to see firsthand, from all the stats that I've got to look at, you all are killing it. Your team's killing it, and I'm looking forward to getting to cover yous again. And first off, I do want to thank yous for taking your time and coming on and talking with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
My God.
See, 2 great interviews, Mark.
We got him in trouble.
All right. Speaking of a great interview, you ready for our next one?
Well, they did talk pretty good about the coaches, but that was earlier, so we didn't exactly get them in trouble. Right?
Yep. So you ready for our next guest, Mark?
Now, we're ready. Y'all did a great job. Thank you, Amanda. And we try to have fun with it, and 2 great guys there. Yeah, we are ready.
But Peyton, first off, thank you for taking your time coming on and listening to me and Mark ramble on for a few minutes.
Oh, no, you're fine. Thanks for having me.
But Mark, I'm gonna let you in on a few things real quick. I actually wrote this down on a piece of paper here.
Okay.
And Peyton, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on any of these.
Okay.
But you're the 4th in Kentucky history to be able to make 400 threes in a career, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
You're all, and from the stats that I've looked up, I think you're right on the verge of breaking 3,000 points, or you may have just broke it one.
Yeah, I'm 31 away. So, very close.
Well, see, my stats wasn't too far. I had you about 31, 32 myself.
Yeah.
You're number 2 in the state for scoring, number 2 in the state for 3-point field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So see, I put a little bit of research in, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
He brought the homework tonight.
He did.
Yeah. And Peyton, on thing I'm drinking coffee out of this little yoga cup here. So,
But Mark,
first question: do you ever miss?
Oh, I miss all the time. I just try to get the misses out in warm-ups is my goal, but
Get
doesn't
all
always
the
happen like that.
get all the missing away after the war. Then
Yeah,
it's game
that's the
time.
goal.
Okay. Thank you for coming on. And again, I know you got a thing called school and life, and Edward's really good about reaching out to some of the top talent in the state. And he was speaking about you a couple of weeks ago, and he said we're gonna try our best to try to get her on. So sometimes it's hard, to get a hold of you. It's about all we can do at times is maybe Facebook and try to hunt coaches. But I do thank you for coming on and probably going out of an element that you might not even be as comfortable with. You probably say, "Who are them guys?" and what but do thank you for coming on. Starting off, just tell us a little bit about your season, how your team's doing. I believe you got what 13-7 record, something.
Mhm.
Or how your season's going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very pleased with the season, how it's going so far. I mean, we have 2 seniors coming back from ACL, me and another one. So with all that is unknown, kind of how we're going to start back up, especially this summer not having us play. So we're still trying to work on that meshing back together with all of us back on the court, and we've really upped that the last probably 3 games or so. So the start of the season was a little bit rough, just trying to get the feel of it. But now we're on the rise, and I think it's a good time to peak at the end of the season. So I think we're doing that good. We're sharing the ball well. Transitions where we really excel, so we're trying to get more of that and just get some open looks.
Just speak a little bit. We're the 13th region, and there's probably not a whole lot of us that's familiar with. You're out of Region 3, I believe.
Mhm.
So just tell us a little bit about your region as a whole, and you could probably go down if you want to districts, and then just talk about who you think is your rivals and stuff.
Yeah, so I think there's definitely a top half of the region, but we're all pretty even. I would say there's been a lot of upsets and just tossing around who's the number one seed every week. I would say it's between us, Davies, Owensboro, Breck, and I'm missing Ocath. Those are probably the biggest ones. There's been a lot of upsets between us. Like we lost to Breck, who's our rival in our district. We actually play them Friday too, but then they've beat multiple of those teams. We beat Davies and Owensboro. We play Ocath next week, so it's really up in the air now with all this trying to play each other. There's two big upsets last night, so it's kind of up in the air as of now. It's just who plays their best ball when it comes time to the game.
So you talk about a if I pronounce it, Breckenridge County.
Yes.
I guess that being your rival. So how's the atmosphere when you play them? The home and home stuff.
It's crazy. It gets very loud in Breck games for sure, and just the crowd. It really shows up because it's a huge rival for us, and we take it very seriously. And this past couple years, it's been pretty even between us too. Just it's always competitive, even if one person's way or one team's way up and one's way down. It's still always competitive just because of the rivalry there. So you just have to play your best game and hopefully shoot well, try to get some good calls. So it's just a great atmosphere to play in.
So is it like one of them? Again, I'm not familiar with the area. Is that like a crosstown thing, or is it just a county against county like deal here?
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes from each other. So, and
Oh,
we're third region, but we are way farther from everyone else because Owensboro
yeah,
is about an hour and a half from us. And that's always where region is at Ocath's gym. So
yeah.
it's quite a bit of a drive for us for region, but it's kind of weird that we're in that region, but we just have to what we got.
No, there's some travel, some questionable travel around here too. So I think that's
Yeah.
like all over the state,
Hmm.
especially come playoff time. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Uh, but just you know, I ask all the other two athletes to come on. And I'm gonna ask you the same. I know what your ultimate team goal is. The win region, state, on and
Mhm.
on. Bring the hardware home. And what is it going to take for you and your team to reach that ultimate goal?
I really think it's continued to mesh well as a team because it's not one person that wins the games. It's a whole team effort. So I think just buying in really is our biggest thing now. Just playing hard every minute you get because we're trying to fix our rotations, switch things around to see what works the best in certain situations. Like if they have two bigs, we might need to play a big, or we go all guards. So we're still trying to figure that out, and I think we've been doing better with that. But I think just everyone knowing their role, playing well as they can be, hitting open shots, and just really up and down, getting transition points is really where we strive to get, and then defense pushes that. So we're just working on that really hard in practice now, and just incorporating that in games.
Okay, we're all about food here. I mean, I don't want to stand up. Real quick that I'm all about food. But I got to ask you this before I let Edward have you. I know I'm not familiar about your county,
Okay.
but what's your favorite restaurant in your area there?
Ooh. Okay. We don't have much. I gotta preface that. So we have
Well,
about.
that's where I live at here in Williamsburg. We got about five restaurants or so. Yeah,
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 same,
yeah.
same. I would say the best sit down restaurant would be it's called Miguel's. It's a Mexican place. It's pretty popular around here. But then I also like Mr. Gaddy's. Me and my family eat there
Oh,
quite a bit, so
you can't go wrong with a Mr. Gaddy's. I don't care if it's
it's
Mr.
good.
Gaddy's, Gaddy Town. As long as it says
Gaddy
Gaddy's and
Land.
it's selling pizza, it's good.
Yeah, we actually had that yesterday as pregame. The boosters got us Gaddy's pizza, so we were all very happy with that.
So are you a type when it comes to the last slice of pizza? You would like accidentally trip somebody to get the last piece of pizza if you had to?
It just depends on how hungry I am, I guess. But if it comes down
I
to it,
mean,
I
I
probably
said
would.
accidentally,
Yeah,
triple.
I apologize. We can maybe split.
See, she's perfect. We got to bring her on every week because the truth of the matter is she'd probably get you in a headlock for the last piece of pizza or something. I would, Edward. I would.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have to tell you a story. We was at Mr. Getty's and he went up and drop kicked a little old lady for the last slice of pizza.
Really?
Well, it didn't hurt her too bad.
Oh gosh.
I, I,
That
I,
would-
I
but
did
that
what
would be
Peyton
something that
did.
he would do, though. That'd be
I,
something he'd do for the last slice of pizza.
I
It
apologized
happens.
afterwards. That's all that matters. As long as you
Exactly.
apologize. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the big picture.
Yeah.
So I do got to ask you, looking at your schedule, I see a lot of teams. It looks like from like Arizona, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Indiana. So playing a lot of them out of state teams, how does that help you when you come back in and play your district and region?
It just exposed us to all kinds of basketball, I would say. So we're pretty much prepared for everything because Indiana plays, they're always very fundamental. And so we played Corden recently. We lost when we should have won. We fell apart the second half, but it just showed us how to handle double teams mainly. And they're just very good in their positions and shell defense. So we worked on that a lot. And we'll see that in districts too, regions as we get farther along, just better defense as we go. So I think it prepared us for that, just seeing all we can and just how to defend different types of people. Because the one Oklahoma team that we played, they have two Power Five girls go or who have offers to Oklahoma State, so they're really good. So we can practice playing those girls how we do someone in our region or district, and just prep ourselves for that.
Wow.
So this ain't got your most recent game added to it. And only thing, when you get my age, the only thing you can do is look at stats because if I got out there and tried to play like you do, I'd break a hip, twist an ankle. We don't want to see all that.
Yeah.
But 518 points, 27.3 points per game.
Did you
Just
say 27?
27.3. And that's without the most recent game added on, so I'm sure the numbers has went up a lot more.
That's
Yeah.
unreal. That's unreal.
Thank
So
you.
just how do you do it?
Honestly, I'm not really sure because I see all kinds of defenses. Whether it's last night we saw a diamond and one the whole game, so it's hard playing junk defenses because we see that quite a bit, or like a face guard or something. But I think what really helps us is if I get my teammates involved early, then they have to get out of junk defense, so we can get them open looks or an open block shot and just get them out of that, play more help defense, and that helps me get more open. So I come off a lot of screens. I try to create my shot as much as I can, whether it's get to the rack, mid range, or three. What really has helped me this year is that after tearing my ACL last year, I couldn't jump or run the first 4 months post op. So I practiced in my backyard. I'd shoot threes without jumping. So that made me a lot stronger in every other part of my body. So I can shoot from farther out now and more consistently because I just practiced shooting all those months before I could play with contact. So just really upping my shot because I've been known for my shot in the past years, but I think even more so this year, just extending my range and having the extra reps that I haven't had in the past couple of years. That's also helped me. Just I worked on a lot of skill development before I could actually do contact. So I think that's really upped me this year. And I just really credit to my teammates just getting me the ball when I'm open for the slight second I have, or hitting the open layups to get the defense less on me but more on them. So it's just really a team effort.
Um, Edward, got a comment. They're wanting a question here. Let's see if Peyton will answer this. Logan said, third region, Mr. Gaines, what better than Corbin's? We'll have to go to Meade County. We'll figure that one out.
It's pretty good.
We'll take her on her word. Has she got any offers yet? And how does she feel about winter region tournament if it is possible?
Yeah, so I have 11 Division One offers, and I'm still talking to a bunch of schools. I haven't committed anywhere yet, just because coming back from injury, I wanted to make sure I was still good. I guess because I had a lot of doubts just coming back. because I came back in 8 months. So just want to make sure I was back to my old self or even better. So I think I'm just going to wait until the end of the season to decide all that and just see where the Lord takes me. Just going to really be praying and pressing into that. And then, wait, what was the second question? Was it region if it's possible?
Yeah, yeah. If you think you could win the region this year.
Yeah, I think it's very possible. I mean, the last, I think, 4 years or so, we went my freshman year to state, and we weren't picked to win by any means. So the last 4 or so years, the team that's been projected to win has not won. It's always been kind of an underdog, even though it's been pretty even throughout the region. So I think it's very possible. It just depends on how you kind of play that night and what kind of calls you get. Because third region, it kind of just depends on who you are for what kind of calls you get. But I think as long as we're playing a good team game, I think we can easily get that done and get back to state because we've had girls, well, two of us now, playing in state my freshman year. So we have the experience of it. So I think we're really just wanting to go back to that. We have the desire in us because we know our time's winding down. So we just want to get there.
Peyton Logan said, "Good luck, very good head on your shoulders." I absolutely could tell that. But I gotta hash back to what you just said, and I'm a little slow in the head. You know, that's the age deal. Did you say 11 Division 1 offers?
Yes, sir.
I came a comment after that. 11.
Yes.
11. So, I mean, you just not really put a lot of thought in it yet. You're just really leaning your, um, just are they one that you might be leaning heavier to right now? I mean, you don't have to give us a commitment or anything,
Yeah.
or you don't have to say schools or anything like that. Are they one that you're leaning a little heavier to at this point, or you still just not put a lot of thought in it?
Honestly, I'm not really leaning towards anywhere right now. Just I'm trying to focus on my senior year first, try to get to the goal back to state. But I mean, I've all the schools that have offered me are great options, so I
Yeah.
really don't think there's a place where I can go wrong. I just want to go to the best place for me and the place that the Lord has for me.
Well,
Listen,
I
I
know.
don't think you could have answered that no better right there.
Just like Logan said, good head on his shoulders. You tell that, but I know Everett's got a few things for you. I just have to say this. Wow, what interview! Thank you for coming on. Maybe we might try to get you to come back on later on the year because
Mhm.
this has been a really good interview, and I'm just curious to see what we know where the road leads you, and I'm sure Edward will go into detail with you about it when you get ready to do that commitment. Let us know.
Okay.
Let Edward make you some things up. I know we're not Region 3, but we could sure be promoting you up real good over here at Region
Yeah.
13
Okay.
and let the world know about you.
Yeah. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking your time.
So I do got two final questions for you, then a couple things that we did make up for you.
Okay.
So the first one is, are you a trash talker when you're on the court, or do you let your game do the talking? Because from the stats I see, your game talks extremely loudly. So I mean, I just got asked.
Yeah, I don't really like talking trash. I don't like cocky players as much. I like to have the game speak for myself. I mean, a lot of people like if they face guard me or whatever, they'll be cussing me out or something, and I just don't like to do with it. So I just kind of lean back and just try to play my game, press in.
But Mark, I got one more stat for you. 40.3% behind the 3-point line. So that answered your question. She don't miss. So, like a final question I got for you before I show you a couple things. Through your time playing basketball, what would you consider your favorite memory all time? It could be playing in your living room, at a park with friends, a varsity game, anything.
Ooh, I have so many great memories, which is a great thing, but also this is a hard question because of it. Um, I would I would have to say freshman year when we played at Rupp for state. I think that has to be all time because Kentucky girl, everyone dreams of playing at UK, playing at Rupp. Growing up as a UK fan, so that was just so surreal for me. And then even our a Sweet 16 game, we were down I think 16 in the third quarter, but we came back and won. And the whole crowd, it was green. So it was pretty cool that we set the record for attendance that game. So it was pretty awesome to see our whole town come in and just everyone crowd around us. So it was a very awesome experience.
Small goals get to state, go win, go big, or go home. Levon said that. Also, great answer. Keep that relationship. God uh, put you in the right place. And then he said the next Caitlin Clark.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. She's a great player. I wish.
Well, Levon was a great ball player himself back in
Yep.
his younger days. So I mean, I think he sees talent. So
So you call Levon a old guy?
well, yeah, he's an old goat nowadays.
Okay, that's between you and him.
But Peyton, we do tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I will get these sent to you, and they will also be posted on all of our social media sites. And just kind of want to get your idea whether you like the first one or the second one the best.
Okay.
And Mark's trying to bribe you.
No, I'm just swatting flies.
Well, that's his story.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like the second one.
Well, see, I helped you out today, Mark. Everybody I've brought on's like the second.
Peyton don't miss. She don't even miss on her picks either.
Oh.
But Peyton, first off, I do want to thank you again for taking your time. And from everything that I've seen, everything that I've looked up and researched, you're killing it. Your team's killing it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to get my chance to come up there and actually get to cover you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And I just want to thank you, and I appreciate all you've done for me, this interview, and just for all the other players.
Well, we sure do appreciate you.
And be expecting a call. We'll probably try to get you back on before our season's over.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Great interview. Well, Mark, you ready for our next one?
Well, you want to read some of these comments, or are we going to our next interview? I'll let you do these. He said that you shot a quarter three. I would block every one of them. Logan's a smart guy here too. He said second.
Well, Levon, he's my boy, so.
I'll be spotting every one of them from the quarter.
All right, well, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. Well, first off, I want to thank you for taking your time, and hopefully Mark left you a little bit of food in the green room since he's running a little bit behind. Well, Mark, you want to start off?
Caitlin, just starting off, I just thank you for giving us your time. And I know you got this thing called school and life, and you probably have a whole lot more better things to do on a Wednesday night than be, 1,000 questions by two old guys. Tell us about basketball.
Hey, I'm ready to answer.
But I do want to thank you for your time. Just tell us a little bit about your season and how it's going so far.
Well, I think we've started off with a very good season here. And, at the beginning, we've had a few losses here and there that we definitely shouldn't have came across, but that's okay. I think that we've really picked it up here in the middle of the season, and I definitely want to end the stretch out here with a lot of wins.
Got to tell me about Coach Teague because I love him.
I love Coach Teague, too. He's definitely the best coach I could have ever asked for to coach me. He's coached me all my life.
And just well, I'm sitting here looking at your record. It's won a lot of games, and I believe they're at 13-5 right now.
Yep.
And just tell us what you think that your team could do to improve itself. And at 13-5, you're doing really, really well.
Right.
But what do you think your team could do to improve itself?
We've definitely had a little more struggle on the offensive end, getting the rhythm going most games. But I mean, it's kind of hard to ask for everything to go perfect every night. But we definitely could pick it up in the half-court offensive game.
Just tell us a little bit. I think your next game is Leslie County. Have
Tomorrow.
you've not played them yet?
No, we didn't end up playing them. We were supposed to play them earlier in the season, but that's when all the snow and all that went on, so we had to reschedule.
Have you had time to look in on them?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Have you had time to look in on them?
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of film as well as my team has, and we've gone over them and practice and all that good stuff.
Well, speaking of snow, I heard you say that. Did Coach Teague have you outside doing dribble drills?
You know how Coach Tig is. Whether rain or shine, there's going to be practice. We're always in the gym.
Well, I'm going to hack for about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Then we'll tell you about the hack. I'll just warn you ahead of the time. If you start coughing after this show, blame Edward. It's something that goes around.
So I do got to ask you, has Coach Teague had you running the hill yet?
I've not ran the hill yet, and I hope I never have to run the hill.
So you don't want to run up and down the hill?
No, I think I'm all right.
So
I think she'd be pretty good if she went up and down the hill.
I don't know.
I mean, I agree.
I've seen her run up and down the court, so I think she get up down the hill pretty good.
I don't know about all that.
Kate, before Edward asks you his questions, I know he's got a bunch, but you know everybody's doing these snow angel challenges and stuff like that.
Yes.
Did you do one?
Oh, I took part in it. Absolutely.
Okay. Now what I'm trying to start up tomorrow, I think they're getting some rain and all this stuff, maybe an inch of rain for the area. So how about the mudslide challenge?
Hey, if any of my teammates want to do it, we can all go do it. If they want to, I will.
There you go, Edward. You go dive in the mud, and then you tag Kate to the mudslide challenge.
Absolutely. Well, see, there we have it. I'll start doing some mudslide challenges.
And the whole Bell County lady basketball team, the mudslide. Hey, they could like slide down. No, that would probably be a good idea. They might slide onto the highway there. You know, that's pretty steep hill.
That is a very steep hill.
Right here.
Hey, there's my center right there. Let's go, Kyrie. You want to go mudsliding?
Yeah, let's go do the mudslide with you.
So I do got to ask you, yesterday you had a pretty big district game, and I've been at several of those games. Just tell me what it's like to be a student athlete at that game.
There's no bigger stage and no better feeling than playing in a district game. It's the best atmosphere you could ever ask to be in.
Absolutely. So I got to ask you about the Bell County fans. So every time I'm there, they show up. They're always supportive. So just tell me what it's like being an athlete playing at Bell County.
Day in and day out, I promise you that gym is packed. Whether it don't matter who we're playing, there's always blue out all throughout that gym.
Absolutely. So is basketball the only sport for you, or is there maybe another sport?
Basketball is the only sport I'm playing right now, but I have been considering probably picking up another sport because it's my last year.
So we might see you on the softball court, field, or
possibly.
So she ain't gonna give me the answer tonight. She's just gonna leave us a curiosity here,
Exactly. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, see, the only thing is I think till March they got all away games in softball. Yeah. So
they're working on our next field or whatever, so we can't have any home games until it's done.
Well, a lot of the road trips, a lot of the teams go out to eat afterwards. You can join softball for the free food.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like some
Yeah.
food.
Well, see, Mark, you was kind of leading it into my next question.
I know. I felt it coming. I felt it coming.
So in the Bell County area, where's your favorite place to go eat?
Well, we don't have really much to offer, but I guess I'll have to go with Taco Bell. I
Hey,
Oh
love
my
Taco
goodness.
see, uh, she knows good food. What can we say right there?
You slipped her that answer somewhere to say Taco Bell.
So, what do you get at Taco Bell?
It really just depends. I might get a chicken quesadilla. I can get a Cantina chicken quesadilla, and I really love those. Those are good.
Did you like those little Cheez-It Crunch wraps that they had once upon a time?
I didn't try one. I didn't think I'd like it, so I just avoided it.
Mm. Well, do you put like 100 packs of mild sauce on everything?
Yes.
Well, see, everybody tells me I'm crazy. At least somebody else does.
Did he actually message you them answers?
No.
Okay, I'll have to
Uh-huh.
investigate that.
Uh-huh. See? But if, go ahead,
I,
Mark.
okay, well, I gotta bring this story up. Do you like eating at Mexican restaurants?
Yes, I eat there all the time.
Okay. Now you mentioned Taco Bell. Edward loves Taco Bell, but he won't eat at a Mexican restaurant.
It doesn't even make sense. It's like the same thing, pretty much.
Will you explain that to him? Try to
50-50, okay? See, my thing is, it's hard for me to eat somewhere when I can't read what's on the menu.
That's a valid point.
And see, if I'm gonna get a taco, I might as well just go to Taco Bell to get it a little bit cheaper.
Right here, you heard the cheese and crunch wraps were the truth, and you need them
See,
back.
even Levon knows good food, Mark.
Well, he said it right there.
But see, that's my thing. He says all I gotta do is say taco, burrito, all that. But if I'm gonna get a taco or burrito, I might as well just stop at Taco Bell.
Yeah, you're kind of right there. I mean,
Uh huh. Now
What,
what,
what else?
Mark?
What else you get at a Mexican restaurant other than a burrito and a taco? You,
Whatever that weird stuff is, my wife gets. I don't even have a
what?
clue what it is. It's just all kinds of stuff in a pan, bowl, silver thing.
It's probably vegetables with some kind of beef or steak or chicken.
I have no idea. It's just all kinds of stuff scrambled together.
You see what I have to go through? And right here, somebody said, Edward also eats a quite a few done steak looks something like beef jerky.
that's disgusting. I can't defend you.
You gotta eat your steak well done.
Oh, medium
No, you gotta have a
I
little,
can't eat.
have a little red in there.
medium rare is where it's at.
Yeah.
I can't eat tender meat. I gotta know that I'm eating meat. I'm like, well, what's the thing? The T-Rex. When I bite into it, I want to know that I'm eating.
Okay, what it is, Edward steak sits big around and it goes on the grill when it gets brought to him. It's about like that, like something like that.
Yeah. Oh God.
Looks like a piece of coal or something. Here's your steak.
I don't know how you can eat that.
Well, I gotta have a half a bottle of A1 sauce too. So I mean, but that's
Oh, I do
besides.
too. I have to have A1 with my steak, or I won't eat it.
Uh huh. Well, see, I'll let you pass on the not doing a well done steak part since you do A1. I mean, I'll give you that. But before the season started, was there a certain team you couldn't wait to play against?
Just any district opponent. Most likely, I'm gonna be honest. I love playing against Harlan City because it's always a good game and the energy is always there for both teams, and I respect them the most out of anyone in our district. Definitely.
So I gotta ask you, on the court, y'all are always looking like you're trying to beat each other to death. You want to win at all costs. But after the game's over with, it's all high fives, hugs, and talking. So I know y'all are friends off the court, but when I played, if you was friends on the court, you was friends off the court. But we didn't really have that. It was I don't like you off the court. I don't like you on the court. So, how do you do that switch?
You know, just there's so many good people, like good friends of mine I play against, and there's just a time and place. You know, when you're playing ball against someone, you gotta be competitive, and I'm very competitive.
One more question before I let Mark ask you a couple. Are you a trash talker on the court, or you let your game do the talking? Because if it's me and I hit a three on Mark or a layup, he gonna know it. I'm gonna flex on him, point at him. I mean, I'm gonna probably even trip him.
Hey, I like to celebrate. I won't lie, but I won't get to the point to where I'm running my jaw because I gotta be respectful.
Well, so like a mild kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but Mark,
Caitlin, I've got one normal question to ask you, and then I'm gonna hit you with two really, really hard hit questions. And I believe you're a senior, right?
Yes, I am.
So I believe you can handle it. You know, you've been a senior, so it's going to come and get the game face on all that other stuff. But
Right.
uh, the normal question, you being a senior, um, what's the next step for you after high school, or have you put thought into that yet?
I put a little thought into it, but honestly, I'm trying to focus on right now in the rest of the season, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I just want to make sure that I make the best of my time I have right now.
Good answer. Uh, Now the hard hit questions. Are you ready for them?
I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay. On that little commercial we put together, I think that was at Bell County High School, wasn't it, Edward? I
the
believe.
commercial.
Yeah, where we did our shots.
Yes,
Okay. I actually first attempt, I actually hit a granny shot from the free throw line. First attempt. So during the game or even around a bunch of people, would you do a granny shot?
I might. Listen, I don't have no shame. It'll go in.
Yeah, she has no shame in her game. Would you try it in a game?
No,
Like just
Coach
pull up
T would.
from the three.
No, Coach T would. He'd
So so
have me.
like so like if you pull up the 3 point line, you shot a granny three, he'd probably say, "Come here, sit down with
He'd probably have a talk with me. That's for sure.
me."
well, don't worry. If you decide to do it, I'll come run over real quick and tell Coach Teague to call Mark because he put you up to do it.
There you go.
Okay, you being a senior, I will put you on the spot with this. Okay, you can't have no coaches or no teachers or anything involved with this. But you and your teammates, this is all your teammates. You're in this big white van and you're just out and about. The van tears up. It's just only you and your teammates. Who's gonna go out there and fix that van?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say my point guard, Nevaeh Allen. I feel like she's very tactical, but it definitely would not. Some of my teammates would probably be freaking out.
So
Well,
so so she
speaking of Nevaeh, she actually gave you a comment there.
yeah. So Nevaeh would say, "Hand me the sockets. I'll go out there and fix this thing for you."
Yes.
Hey, thank you, Nevaeh. Don't leave them on the side of the road. You need to get that van fixed. They're getting rain, so get it fixed. Get them home. No, she'll get out there. No, she'll fix it. Nevaeh gets the van fixed for you. So then you forgot to put gas in it. You just pull up to the gas station. Who's paying for the gas?
I'd probably pay for the gas. I'd be
Well,
the
I
only
mean,
responsible one to do that.
well, Edward, I have a pocket full of money anywhere we go, and I still have to pay for the gas. But like, I don't have no gas money. And then later on the day, he's going somewhere and buying $30 worth of
Going to
concession
get him a
stuff.
taco from Taco Bell.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. But see, what he's forgetting to tell you is we're you doing wear and tear on my vehicle driving it though. So
Okay, last but not least, okay, you got the van, fix your van. You put the gas in the van. Yours are wore out now. You just want to go home, do some Netflix and chill or something like that. Who's fixing dinner that night?
I'm gonna have Kyrie Lamb fixing my dinner.
What is Kyrie making?
I don't know. It's untelling with her. She probably makes some chicken and dumplings for me because she knows that's my favorite.
Oh, right here.
I mean, her dad is a locksmith. I figured she'd probably be the best option.
Well, what about those beat up Ford F-150s? I might be worth a try. Oh, Chef Lamb right here.
There it is.
See, she was right. But thank you for your time, and we've had a lot of good laughs, and that's what it's all about. And you get it too. It don't always have to be serious.
Right. Thank you guys for having me.
So I got two things to show you, and basically we do put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that goes come on our show, and I know the person to get them to get them over to you. So I got the hook up there. So, but we will post them on all of our social media sites, and just kind of want to get your idea on which one you like the most. And he's already trying to bribe you.
No, I
Damn,
got
up
something
there.
in my I got something in my eye, wiping my eye.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah, these pictures make me real emotional. And
Right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I've tried, but out of the two, just kind of tell us which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Aha! See, she knows good stuff. Taco Bell, the first
Right,
graphics.
exactly.
Let's see now it's a every week thing now. We got to keep bringing her on. She knows what she's talking about.
well, now she also got teammates. She's got Chef Lamb, and she's got Nevaeh here. She even backs it up. Says, yeah, definitely the best cook at Bell High. We
Yeah.
got food. We can get her vehicles fixed. I mean, it's like the perfect combination here.
Hey, we are the
Right there we go. Absolutely. But
And
go ahead,
make.
Mark.
I wonder if Nevaeh could do some body work too. The Bondo. I got a little rust on the truck.
I feel like she
It's worth,
definitely could.
it's worth asking. I mean, Bondo sanding and stuff.
But I do want to thank you for taking your time to come on. And again, I will get these graphics sent over to get sent out to you. And from everything I've seen, and I've got to watch it firsthand and look at stats and everything, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. And I'm looking forward to getting back up there to get the coverings again real soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you guys.
And see you. Well,
Great.
Mark, we've had
Right here. She says, "I'll use a paint pen."
Well, you've got the hookup now, Mark.
Whatever works. Say I get my oil leak done and get the body work done. My hair start blowing through the wind in my Ford F-150. But now I just won't be able to pour the gas in it. So that's, where we get Caitlin in there. She got some gas money.
All right. I'm
But
trying to get
great interview. All of the interviews was good, and just a great set of guests tonight. You killed it on bringing them guests on, and just loved all the interviews, and it's hard not to notice what Bell County is to it, and that's a very likable bunch up there. Just love it up there, and I'm like you, Everett. I just can't wait till I'm able to get back up there.
absolutely. So before we close off, Mark, you want to do a quick rundown of the top 5 must see?
I can do it, but on this top 5 must see. Um, this ain't our top five, and it's just five players that you need to just go out and watch. It's not a one through five. It ain't our top five players. It just student athletes that you know need to go out and see.
Absolutely. So the girls basketball top five must see. You have Haley Noe from Cooper with 233 points. You got Reagan Clem from Harlan County with 130 points, and might I say she is just an eighth grader, Mark. You got Lexi Combs from Breathitt County with 267 points. You got Macy White from Clay County with 313 points. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's also just a eighth grader, I believe, maybe a seventh grader. Then you've got Peyton Bradley from Meade County with 518 points, Mark.
Yeah, and what an interview with Peyton. You know, sometimes we get into them interviews, Edward, and I'm sure you would understand that are a little overwhelming to us at points in times too, to where we don't even know how what to say after the response, and that was just one of them interviews. It's just like he was wild, and just but a great list. We've had the pleasure of being able to interview the Harlan County girl and the Clay County girl, and both of them are just shows you how bright the future for the 13th region is.
And Levon, absolutely, they are definitely ballers. And so now, let me switch back over where I can see it. The boys basketball top five must see. You've got Sawyer Thompson from Pineville with 466 points. Luke Sims from St. Mary's with 430 points. Grayson Burton from Knox Central with 402 points. And might I say, he's just a freshman. You got Everso from Hazard with 218 rebounds. And Jacob Spurlock from Boyd County with 498 points, Mark.
One word for Sawyer Warrior. And with Burton, we had him on tonight, and just you could tell that he's definitely one of them that he's going to be the next level type guy too. And again, that just shows the talent we have here in the 13th region. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I know the whole lot about these other fellers, but uh, when I see the 218 rebounds, that's hard not to nose.
Absolutely. So, only thing I can say is we've had a great show, had a great set of guests on, and but all great things must eventually come to a close, Mark.
Yeah, I don't have no quote or inspirational quote or anything like that tonight. But I want to just again thank you for allowing me on your show. You do a wonderful job, Edward, about stringing these guests on. I know the work that you put in personally, trying to reach out to a lot of these out of region student athletes. It's not easy, folks. It's basically we just have to trust our instinct. Look at Facebook, look at this, look, and try to find these kids from nowhere. And again, we want to thank a lot of them kids too out of the region that comes on this show, because you know what, Edward, it's like they're stepping out of their element. They don't know what they're facing. They don't know what they're getting into. So I'm sure it's a little, can I use the term nerve wracking for them too, because they don't know what they're facing, and hopefully we can relax them well enough that when they do get on the show that they're themselves.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna leave you same way I normally do. You know, these student athletes, not just the ones we've had on today or in the past, but all student athletes would love to see you show up at the gym supporting your local teams that you support. Show up and you know support your school. And but I'm gonna leave you with this. You know, it's one of the most famous quotes, and football player said it once upon a time. You know, success is leased, or success is not owned, it's leased, and rent is due. So, but from everybody here from the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, I want to tell y'all God bless and good night.